was excited to finally be getting out of that old store. Up to this point, he had spent his whole life there and was anxious to finally get a real job. And a real job he had. Everything would be bigger, better, faster, stronger, and he was going to be part of it. Exploding with confidence, he was eager to start the first day of work. He was surrounded by a highly qualified and experienced staff, and although they intimidated him, he just knew that in no time he'd shoot straight to the top. Things were going really well. He had a lot of one-on-one time with the boss, who was willing to go above and beyond the call of duty. He took on extra responsibilities, multitasked nearly every day, and he was not afraid to get his hands dirty. He really felt like he was fitting in. But things are not always what they seem.
You can have that chair.
Okay.
Just like that, he was transferred to a smaller company. Filled with confusion and disappointment, he desperately tried to figure out where he went wrong. He had done everything asked of him, and still, it was not good enough. With wounded pride, he entered his new assignment. Although not nearly as prestigious as the previous job, everyone here was really nice and the atmosphere was warm. As time went by, this place really began to grow on him. Able to work in all departments, he was an integral part of this organization. But unfortunately, good times would not last forever. The years were starting to take their toll. Times were changing. He was not as valued as he once was. He still felt like he could do the job, but there was just no room for him anymore. Laid off and back on the streets, this looked like the end. No one would want him now. All of his good years were behind him. Deep inside, he knew there were still things he could do, ways that he could contribute, but he needed someone to take a chance on him. Finally, opportunity knocked. It was a really small job, and he felt extremely overqualified. None of his co-workers were nearly on his level. And this place was so strange. It was like nothing he had ever seen before. He considered quitting many times, but retirement was not for him. And yet, he just did not have the same strength anymore. Everyday tasks were becoming harder and harder, until finally, one day, he cracked.